Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Magic. Have you ever witnessed a moment so simple, yet it felt incredibly honest and touching? Today, we're going to explore a journey that's not only visually stunning, but emotionally profound. A story of two souls who've long captured the hearts of many, Jimin and Jungkook in Switzerland. A video shows them walking leisurely along the shores of Lake Zurich, feeding ducks and swans under the night sky. No spotlight, no stage. Just the two of them, in quiet serenity, sharing a meaningful moment that couldn't possibly be staged. They weren't performing, they were simply being themselves. And that's where the magic lies. But wait, what appears to be a simple outing actually holds surprising details. From the hotel they chose, to the romantic atmosphere of Switzerland, to subtle gestures that have many fans convinced. This wasn't just a vacation. It was something far deeper. The most beautiful thing about all of this wasn't just seeing new photos of Jimin and Jungkook together in Switzerland. What was truly special came afterward. A video of them walking by Lake Zurich at night, feeding ducks and swans. A calm, natural, and tender moment, once again proving how strong their connection truly is. In that video, their sweet conversation is clearly heard. At one point, they express concern about a duckling that appears to be alone. Simple, but deeply meaningful. That moment showed the real sides of Jimin and Jungkook, caring, connected, and cherishing the little things like feeding animals together. Moments like these can't be scripted. They only happen when trust, affection, and genuine love are present. Jimin and Jungkook weren't acting. They weren't performing for a camera. They were just two people enjoying time together. And that's what makes it so precious, because it's real. They're living their relationship freely, caring for each other even in the smallest ways. After that video, more pictures of their stroll were shared. Photos of them walking side by side during the day, close, connected. In some, Jimin is seen wrapping his arm around Jungkook, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. And maybe it is. Because when two people are that connected, gestures like that need no explanation. They walked in sync, in harmony, in a way only they could. Interestingly, in front of them, a couple was also seen walking hand in hand, sharing the same kind of intimate moment. The comparison was inevitable. Jimin and Jungkook looked just like that couple. Two people in love, calm and happy. Jimin was even carrying a small GoPro camera, suggesting that they may have been recording personal memories from the trip. Whether they'll share those recordings someday or keep them for themselves, either way is valid. Because the most important thing isn't the content of the video, but what it represents. That they were together, living their story, freely and full of love. They didn't need to say anything for us to understand what they were feeling. It was clear in their eyes, their synchronized steps, their attention to every little detail. They know each other so deeply, it's as if they're always in tune. Their relationship clearly goes beyond work or casual friendship. It's evident in how they protect each other, support one another, and understand without needing to speak. What's most touching is seeing them like this, happy, relaxed, being themselves. Sharing their emotions, even without words. Moments like feeding ducks in silence or walking by the lake side by side. Those are the moments that speak the most truth. And in Jimin and Jungkook's case, those moments show us that their bond is strong, real, and full of love. The most important thing is the fact that they were together in one of the most romantic and inclusive destinations in the world. Their trip to Switzerland wasn't just a vacation. It seems to have been carefully planned with love. There, they could enjoy not just the beauty of nature, but each other's presence. A peaceful place, far from the chaos of the world, where they could be themselves and share their relationship openly. One of the most fascinating details was their closeness to a famous Swiss bridge, where couples lock love padlocks, as a symbol of eternal love. A beautiful tradition, writing names on a padlock, locking it to the bridge, and throwing the key into the water as a vow that love will never break. Seeing the way they looked at each other, walked beside the water, and shared such an intimate moment, many fans began to wonder, did they also leave a love lock behind? And honestly, the answer wouldn't be surprising. We know Jimin and Jungkook adore romantic gestures and pay close attention to detail. That kind of moment fits them perfectly. But that wasn't the only thing that made this trip extraordinary. There were many hints about where they stayed, and it wasn't just any hotel. They stayed at the Dolder Grand, Zurich's most luxurious 5-star hotel, offering breathtaking views of the lake and the city. It's a favorite destination for couples celebrating anniversaries, honeymoons, or simply enjoying romantic getaways. More importantly, this hotel is openly supportive of LGBTQ+ couples. The Dolder Grand is an inclusive, respectful, and safe space, officially partnered with the Swiss Queer Wed Association, an organization that celebrates love in all its forms. The hotel is even featured on sites like The Romantic Tourist, recommended for couples seeking unique, private, and meaningful experiences. The fact that Jimin and Jungkook chose this place shows how much they value privacy, freedom, and their own love. For many, this trip wasn't just a holiday. Some fans even call it their second honeymoon, because every detail seemed so carefully thought out to ensure they could enjoy quality time together. There were signs they might have also been filming special content. For example, a video Jungkook posted on Instagram showed Jimin doing a dance challenge. The background, the walls, lighting, and large windows all match the interior of the Dolder Grand. Everything fits. Even Japanese social media users pointed out that the scenery in their photos matches the hilltop hotel's look. From there, Lake Zurich can be clearly seen, just like in their photos and video. All of this suggests the trip wasn't spontaneous. It was a well-planned getaway where they could relax, enjoy each other's company, and express their love naturally without fear of judgment. And that's what made this moment so special. Not the scenery, not the luxury, but what it represented. A statement about free and genuine love. Seeing Jimin and Jungkook together, sharing private moments in a country that celebrates love in all its forms, sends a powerful message. They are living their love story in their own way, with respect, affection, and freedom. Even if they don't say much explicitly, their actions, their eyes, their gestures, and the places they choose speak volumes. Over the years, they've shared moments that touched so many hearts. They've shown care, mutual understanding, and a bond that goes beyond work or friendship. And if this trip is, as many believe, a celebration of what they feel for one another, then it's a perfect one. Because they chose a place that's not just beautiful, but aligned with the most important values in a relationship: respect, inclusion, and the freedom to love. In the end, Jimin and Jungkook's journey reminds us that true love lives in the little moments, in the details, and in the places where one can be their true self. And if they chose to be together there, away from cameras and public expectations, it's because what they have is real, strong, and incredibly special. They are together. They are happy. And that is the most important thing we should have realized from the beginning. Jimin and Jungkook have shown us that love doesn't always need to be shouted out loud. Sometimes, it only needs to be felt. Through matching footsteps, gentle gazes, and the simple wish to spend time together, far from the spotlight. Their trip to Switzerland wasn't just a vacation. It was a silent statement about closeness, the freedom to love, and the desire to live their story honestly and wholeheartedly. And for all of us following their journey, those videos and photos aren't just memories. They're proof that true love lives in the simplest of moments. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Jikook Magic for more untold stories. See you in the next video, and remember, true love doesn't always need words. It only needs to be felt.